One of the first signs that you've made it is your ride. Owning a flashy set of wheels, expensive sports car, or big comfortable limousine is a sure sign that you are successful, rich, and possibly famous. For decades, success has been measured by the car you own. Today we will tell you about top 10 cheap cars that make you seem rich. Number 10. Nissan Z350. Although the Z350 is a somewhat outdated sports car, it is still fast enough and cool-looking for people to think that you are rich. It helps that its base price was relatively high when the car was new. Available as a coupe or a roadster, the Nissan Z is a sports car legend in an affordable package. Best of all, this handsome front-engine, rear-wheel drive car has a potent V6 engine and limited slip differential as standard equipment. This feature makes it safe to drive hard, but it also makes it a favorite drift car. There are plenty to choose from, with average prices in the $10,000 to $15,000 range. Also, the enormous aftermarket support for this model means you can easily tune and customize your 350Z any way you want. The fast two-seater sports car that was in production from 2002 to 2009 as a coupe and from 2004 to 2009 as a roadster. It's the fifth generation of Nissan's Z-Car line. The 2000 350Z had a new engine, its VQ35DE V6, being replaced with the VQ35HR V6 that gave it 306 horsepower with an SAE-certified power benchmark. It redlines at 7,500 RPM. The hood was redesigned with a new bulge to mimic the original 240Z, and in the US, new trim levels were narrowed. Bluetooth was also added. Their 350Z is definitely a head-turner, and you can get a 2007 model that looks far younger than its actual age. There are multiple 350Zs on car gurus and like-minded sites, with roadsters costing between $8,000 and $10,000 for a 2006 model. Number 9. BMW Z3 and Z4. BMW is famous for its compact sports sedans with powerful engines. However, in 1995, they started producing sporty roadsters in the form of the Z3 and the Z4. There's a wide range of models, and early ones are affordable, but later ones could go over $20,000. You should always look for the 6-cylinder versions, since they deliver a lively performance along with that charming open-air driving feel. The Z3 and Z4 are light and compact, so they're the perfect summer cruisers to help you look rich for not a lot of money. Number 8. Fiat Dino. Back in 1967, Fiat introduced the Dino. It was a coupe and a convertible sports car featuring a Ferrari V6 engine straight from the 246 GT Dino. They also officially sold the Fiat Dino coupe in America. You can find one in the classified ads for as little as $15,000. That means you can own a piece of Ferrari magic for Ford Fiesta prices. And if you are a budget-minded enthusiast, you should look for the Dino Coupe, since it's more common and more affordable than the convertible. Number 7. The Jaguar XJ40. You probably never thought you could own a proper Jaguar sedan for just $3,000. But if you search the classified ads for a late 80s Jaguar XJ40, you will find some great deals. Of course, you will still have to make a few compromises, since for this price you can't expect a car in perfect condition. However, you will be able to buy a decent, cool-looking Jaguar with a straight-six engine, automatic transmission, and leather interior. If somebody sees you rolling in this Jag, they could think that you're old money. Just remember that the original MSRP was over $50,000. Number 6. Ferrari Mondial. You thought you could not get a Ferrari for Toyota Camry money, but you're wrong. Introduced in 1980, the Mondial was the successor of the 308 GT4. Despite the fact that the Mondial was more practical and somewhat cheaper, it wasn't particularly popular, and today it is one of the rare, poorly regarded models in the Ferrari community. The production ended in 1993 after close to 5,000 examples were made. Today, this is one of the cheapest ways into Ferrari ownership, and a decent example will set you back around $35,000. Number 5. The Porsche Boxster. What if someone considers himself a bit stubborn when it comes to cars? What do they expect from a car other than flawless handling mixed with serious performance and sleek appearance? Plus, they shouldn't forget about an affordable price tag. What was just said is not a piece from a science fiction movie. Instead, it describes the Porsche Boxster 986 to a T. A Porsche is a Porsche to the untrained eye. You can score a 2005 to 2006 987 generation Boxster with very reasonable mileage for $20,000 and to be considered a Porsche owner like any other by yourself and many others. With over 20 years since Porsche introduced this roadster, it's safe to say that the Boxster revolutionized the concept of the open-top fun car and stood the test of time as a future classic which you can own today. Since the base 2.5-liter delivers a healthy 200 horsepower, it makes even the most affordable Boxsters pretty agile, fast, and exciting to drive, especially if paired with the 6-speed manual transmission. The original sticker price of just below $50,000 is long gone, and today you can find decent examples for around $5,000, which is a steal. Number 4. Mercedes E55 AMG. In 1998, AMG released its ultimate version of the standard E-Class in the form of the E55 AMG. From the outside, the E55 AMG looked like any other E-Class with just minimal changes, but underneath the body, there was a 5.4-liter supercharged beast just waiting to be released. With 349 horsepower and 391 foot-pounds of torque, E55 AMG could accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 5.4 seconds, which was late 90s Porsche turbo territory. AMG built over 12,000 examples, which make them relatively plentiful today, and you can pick up a decent example for around $10,000, which also is a steal. Number 3. The 2012 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution XJR. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution is one of the premier JDM cars available for modding. The EVO is a sports sedan that was produced from 1992 to 2016. Originally intended only for Japanese markets, the EVO forced high demand, which led to them being offered to European markets in 1998 and then in the United States in 2003. The GSR is the street car model, and a 2012 version is part of the Concept X line. The GSR came with an all-new four-wheel drive system called SAWC, Super All-Wheel Control, and a 2.0-liter B11T i4 turbocharged engine with 296 horsepower. On Car Gurus, there is a model on sale in California that has just 72,000 miles, and it is only $24,995. If you want to look like a street racer, or just want to look cool riding around town, head over to Spring Valley. Number 2. The Jaguar XJR. It counts as one of the last old-school-looking Jaguars, which is allegedly 40% lighter than its predecessor and 60% stiffer. The XJ350 XJR is already a classic. The body is an all-aluminum piece rather than a steel one. That announces a radical move for the British luxury car builder. A Jaguar is the definitive upper-class purchase. It's all about style and Britishness. The XJ is the luxury flagship sedan. You can score an Ian Callum-designed X351 from the early 2010s with low miles for about $20,000. Judging from bring-a-trailer auctions, you could also go the truly old money route and score a more classic-looking earlier generation for less than $20K. If you are a sucker for the everlasting Jaguar XJR's style and looks, you'll be pleased to know that you can buy one of these beautiful but problematic machines for under $10,000. That's a far cry from the original $70,000 price tag and an inexpensive way to look rich for less than $10,000. Jaguar introduced the XJR in 1998 and discontinued it in 2002. And this generation of the Jaguar XJR features a supercharged version of their venerable 4.0-liter V8 engine. It powers the rear wheels through an automatic transmission, delivering 375 horsepower. Number 1. The Maserati BiTurbo. The Maserati BiTurbo is a superficially good car that you can consider beyond just a good savings. The model is an exciting offer for those who look for comfort and firm performance in a classic car, but face a lack of huge amounts of money. The BiTurbo is comfortable, available at a reasonable price, and is a thing of rarity. You can immediately recognize one by looking at the Trident badge on the grille. The decent Grand Tourer debuted in December 1981 as a two-door coupe. The running costs are high, but despite scarce numbers, patchy parts are available. You may be surprised to know that you can easily become a proud owner of an almost classic Maserati for as little as $8,000. For that money, you could buy a decent Maserati BiTurbo, which they introduced in 1981 and produced until 1994. The BiTurbo lineup of cars started with the 222 model, which was a handsome two-door coupe, and it continued with those 420 and 430 sedans they built on the same base. The car's original price was close to $50,000 in the mid-80s, but thanks to depreciation and the poor quality of the BiTurbo model, you can look rich and sophisticated for the price of a used Ford Focus. Do let us know in the comments which one of them you liked the most. Thanks for watching.